We announced some major news for the Star Wars Squadrons competitive community on today's video. Hey guys, this is Eckhartsladder. Hello and welcome to another Star Wars Squadrons video over here on EcksToo. It's been a while since I've done an upload, but I'd like to get back to it sooner rather than later. So if you enjoy hearing my wonderful voice, make sure to leave a like and of course subscribe if you haven't already. We got some absolutely huge news from the Star Wars Squadron competitive scene today, and I'm excited to announce that over here at EcksToo we will be playing a part in today's announcements. I was aware of this for some time and I will be helping out however possible. But what am I talking about? Let's get a little less vague and dig into the details. So there have already been a couple major Star Wars Squadrons tournaments. The most notable one has probably been Operation Ace. Charlie, Corey, myself, along with Captain Shack and Wasted actually participated in the content creator version of Operation Ace, and our team, Twin Sun Squadron, did quite well, but there's also been a general, fully competitive Operation Ace, an Operation Ace Open as they called it, which took place last week, I think, and was very entertaining. It really spoke to the competitive nature of the Squadrons community. Anyway, especially as custom matchmaking is now added into the game, there's definitely a burgeoning competitive scene, and today we got the announcement that a full Squadrons eSport league with $15,000 in total prizes is being launched this year. So this sort of stems from the Calrissian Cup, which to my knowledge was originally just going to be one event, but has now been transformed to basically a year of competitive events. I talked to the organizers a couple of days ago, shout out to all of them, and this is how it will be structured. There will be a tournament every month between January and September. Some of these tournaments will be smaller. The one in January, for example, is a community tournament. It has a $400 prize pool, but there will also be major tournaments in April, July, and September. Each one of these tournaments will have a $2,000 prize pool. But this is more than just 10 discrete tournaments. This is an entire league. That's why I think Calrissian Cup might be a little bit misleading. I guess Calrissian Cup would be the thing you win at the very end, but throughout the season there will be stat tracking and point keeping and everything else. The winner of the 3 major tournaments will automatically qualify for the Calrissian Cup, which is the championship taking place in October, but additionally other teams will be able to play their way into the championship through their performance throughout the rest of the year. The Calrissian Cup itself has a championship prize pool of $5,000. This will be a major event. Now there's more details to come about tournament tracking and scoring. I think that is best left for another day, and I don't really want to get to the weeds of it in today's video, but one of the organizers told me that the series is loosely modified off Rocket League's RLCS championship series from a basic structural standpoint. I'll link to the press briefing down below so you guys can get an understanding of everything in the words of the organizers, but just personally, this is really exciting. I think a lot of people realize that Star Wars Squadrons has incredible esports potential. I watched the Operation Ace tournament, the previous one, and I think it's one of the most fun to spectate games I've seen. It's extraordinarily competitive, and when it comes to a high level, the way the teams coordinate and communicate and work together is just incredible from a competitive sense. The major issue at launch simply was that the game did not have private matchmaking. You could do tournaments through sort of a Friday fortnight point system, but this is obviously much better, and you can really get in depth with your esports rules and everything else. Like, I know, for example, in Operation Ace, teams were able to veto maps. There was a fair split between Empire and New Republic play, making it much more fair. So now that we'll be able to support the potential, I think that this is just great news. We need to get eyes on Star Wars Squadrons. I really think the competitive scene of this game could really pick up just because the skill gap is really high. The gameplay is so fast, and the devs have been pretty responsive to most issues that we have. And this will also help the scene get a consistent presence, because not only are they setting up these tournaments, but they will have fully produced and casted streams over on Twitch. One of my issues with Operation Ace, the last tournament, was that it was Facebook exclusive, which for one meant that I couldn't play because it was limited to Americans only, but also meant that you had to be on Facebook to watch, and I think that really diminishes the viewer base. But it was kind of necessary in that situation to get prizes. No hate at all to Operation Ace. They're doing phenomenal work for the community, and I hope that they continue with what they're doing, but it's always good to have a consistent presence on Twitch where eyes can get on the game, more people can buy the game, more people can get involved in the esports scene, and the more that the Calrissian Cup is successful in the first year, the more they can spend on casters and production, the more they could perhaps raise for a prize pool for next year or offer bounties or other tournaments or whatever else. And this isn't me speaking for them or passing on any information that I've got, this is just speculation. The tournament in the series is being run by Crimson Wings, Aces 5, and the Gaming Stadium. You can find more information about them down in the link below. And from what I understand, players will be able to start registering teams fairly soon. I think the only rule is that you have to be over 15, but that's something that the tournament and the organizers will have to announce. I've got to admit, I've talked to Charlie about this and we're considering signing up for the league. I mean, why not? We're not going to win, but it will probably help us improve. We could maybe win a few games. It would be fun streams pretty much every month. And most importantly, it'll just help to support the scene. And on that note, I think this is great for the esports scene, as I've said, but I'm also going to go out of my way to do what I can to help out. I've been in contact with the organizers. I'm not sure what role, if any, I will have, but I want to just throw my support however much I can because this is great for the game and it's great for everyone involved. One thing that I would like to see is EA come up and just fully support this. I know that in other contexts, the publishers of games will actually support third-party leagues or non-official leagues. Psyonix, for example, supports various Rocket League championships and leagues, and I'd really like to see EA do something here because, again, I just think the competitive potential of this game is really next level. With that being said, events like this also make other tournaments, like another Operation Ace tournament, more possible, just because of the increased interest in the area, and I do think Operation Ace deserves a lot of credit because I know that first tournament opened a lot of people's eyes, even though as content creators, we weren't the best at the game. But I'm belaboring the point here. I just hope you guys will check out the registration and all the information down below. But until next time, guys, keep your eyes open to this channel for more news. Make sure you subscribe and let me know down below whether you'd like to see Twin Sun Squadron return to be featured in the tournament. Be safe, guys, have a good one, and may the Force be with you.